Welcome to the Depth Dive. Today we're getting into a really quite striking story.
Yeah, it's called Project. Supera Moras power, privilege, and a high school drug empire.
Exactly. And we're working off a post from Fasioli Publishing about the book itself.
Right.
Our goal here really is to understand the core of it, how these, privileged kids got caught up in this secret drug trade.
And what that tells us about, well, power and ambition, I suppose.
Definitely. So the setting itself is quite something. Wynberg Boys High School in Cape Town.
Mm-hmm. Elite place, the kind of school known for success. Their motto even said it all. Above difficulties, beyond control.
Which is ironic given the story.
Very. Because behind all the academics and the sports, especially squash, apparently there's this hidden drug operation going on.
That contrast is really what pulls you in, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so at the heart of it all is Simon Hopkins. He's the captain of the squash team. Sounds like a pretty charismatic guy.
Yeah, the Post paints him as, born into privilege. The school blazer almost like a badge of honor or status.
But it's not just about keeping up appearances, is it? It sounds like he wants to escape his father's influence.
Exactly, to sort of build his own thing, establish his own power base. It's very much about personal control for him, it seems.
Right. And you can't build an empire alone, even a secret high school one.
No, you need help.
Yeah.
And that's where Michael Liu comes in. He's described as the numbers whiz from Millerton.
Okay.
And also Clinton Wabi, called a desperate dreamer from Worcester.
So different backgrounds, maybe, different skills they bring.
Precisely. They weren't just sidekicks. Their specific talents and maybe their own ambitions were key to making Simon's operation actually work and grow.
And it sounded like it did grow quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. The Post mentions their network spreading to other top schools in Cape Town.
Wow. There are these descriptions like discreet drops at Clifton Beach. It paints quite a picture.
It does. And the idea of hiding illegal deals inside, like regular squash tournaments?
That takes some nerve. Or maybe arrogance.
Maybe a bit of both. It
Yeah.
shows a certain level of confidence, definitely.
But inevitably, things get more serious.
That's right. As they get bigger, the stakes go up. A Cape Flats gang enters the picture as rivals.
And that leads to real danger, doesn't it? There's mention of a harrowing kidnapping.
Yeah, which must have been a massive shock, a real wake-up call about the world they'd stepped into, so different from their school life.
So beyond just the, crime plot, the Post touches on bigger themes.
Mm-hmm.
Morality, loyalty, the real cost of ambition.
And this interesting idea about Simon's privilege, how it protects him but also isolates him somehow.
That's a really crucial point, I think. His background might give him a safety net, make him feel untouchable at first.
Right.
But it also seems to blind him, maybe, to how his actions affect others, like Michael and Clinton, who apparently end up feeling used.
Used and discarded was the phrase.
Yeah, which says a lot about the relationships within this whole thing. Very transactional, it sounds like. And that really points to wider issues the Post brings up. Betrayal, power dynamics.
And how the system often protects the powerful, while the ones seen as, well, expendable, take the fall.
It's a pretty grim picture, really. Goes way beyond just high school drama.
Totally. And it leads back to that core question the book seems to pose, based on the school motto.
Can anyone truly rise above difficulties?
Exactly. Especially in this context, it kind of pits that aspirational school ideal against the messy reality of ambition built on, well, shady dealings and power games.
It makes you question what rising above really means.
It does.
So fundamentally, this story exposes that clash between privilege and a dangerous underworld. It's a compelling story, but also a warning, maybe.
A cautionary tale, for sure, about what happens when ambition just runs wild without ethics and loyalty becomes disposable.
So something for you, the listener, to think about. What kinds of difficulties do people actually face?
And how does having power, or not having it, change the challenges, the choices, and maybe even the compromises people make to try and overcome them, for better or worse?